Hi, host Eric here, host Talking with Famous People on location in Pratt, Kansas, with Person Jordyn, who is enjoying at the moment Lunchables. She's got crackers, she's got meat, she's got cheese, she's got a will to put it in her mouth and chew it up as well.
And I got some cookies too.
It's a good deal. You were just telling me about your visiting a friend's house and that you enjoy spending time with their baby and the baby seems to like you.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think? Do you think it's specific behaviors of yours, ways that you behave that make the baby like you more?
Well, but, I'm like the only one that babies like.
Why do you think they like you more?
I'm just very friendly to babies.
What does friendly to babies look like? You pet them?
No, maybe on the head, but not like a dog.
Oh, okay.
Well, at Debbie's house, Kinley, she's a baby, and I'm the only kid that she likes.
I see. How old is their oldest kid?
What?
How old is their oldest kid?
10.
How old is their oldest kid?
10.
10. So, and you're 5?
No, I'm
4?
6.
You're 6. I'm sorry, my bad. I'm sorry, George. I committed the cardinal sin of underestimating your age. Okay, so you're 6. So, you're 4 years younger than she is. You're 4 years younger than the oldest one of those kids. Does she still hang out with you even though she's 4 years older?
Well, that one's a boy.
Oh, that one's a boy.
Yeah, and my friend, that's a girl. That she's 6.
Are they farmers?
No.
Well, oh, okay. Do they live in the city?
And they just live in their house.
In Pratt? Cool. And do you go to school with the girl, the 6-year-old?
No, because my dad drops me off, and Maya rides the bus.
But do you go to the same school? Okay.
In kindergarten and preschool, we are in the same class, Mrs. Gibble and Mrs. Simon. But in first grade we're not, because I'm in Miss Inslee's and she is in Miss Sorrell.
Who do you think got lucky as far as the teacher? Who got the better one? You or she?
I did.
Lucky you. We're lucky people.
Well, mostly she did, because my special teacher, she sometimes gets mean, but she said that they can get she said that they get candy sometimes for no reason.
The other teacher gets candy.
Well, that's Maya's teacher.
That's Maya's, he's not yours, right? Well, giving you candy is nice, but you gotta spend a lot of time in the classroom, right? So really, you want the teacher that bores you less, that keeps you more entertained, right? So, do you think your teacher overall is more entertaining, even if there's less candy? Yeah, I mean that's a reason to prefer yours, I'd say. Because occasional candy isn't as good as a well-run classroom that cares about people and tries to get stuff done properly. That's my take on it. Of course, you've got a lot of grades yet to go. You've got
2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade.
I want you to debate for me.
What?
I want you as a debater. I can't have you as a debater right now. You're too little. But, I mean, you probably could almost pull it off if we could teach it to you. But you have to wait till you're like 4th or 5th grade.
4 what?
4th or 5th grade. You can't start debating until you're 4th or 5th grade. Having a formal debate. Because I'm a debate teacher, right? I'm a teacher, but I teach only one subject.
You're a teacher?
I'm a coach.
Oh.
I coach mostly 5th graders, 6th graders, 7th graders, and 8th graders. But some 4th graders, I even got a 3rd grader this year. But what I don't have, and I couldn't possibly have any 1st graders or 2nd graders in debate because it's too, well, you just need to be, a little bit older than that because it gets a little complicated, it gets a little intense. I don't know, maybe you can pull it off, but most kids can't do it until they're 5th graders. Some advanced kids can do it when they're 4th graders.
If I learn about, I would do when I'm in 5th grade.
Well, I would suggest, Jordan, that you'd probably be able to do it a little younger than most people. If I tell you that if this receipt has red on it, then you win a prize, what would you say?
I don't know.
Does this have red on it?
What?
Does this receipt have red on it?
Yes.
So if I then told you, if this receipt has red on it, then you will get a prize.
It's not, I don't think it's the whole thing. I don't think that I'll see.
What about it?
I assume if it had a lot of red on it.
Oh, it has red on it, therefore what?
I don't know, Tractor Supply Company?
No, therefore you should get a what?
Prize.
Mm-hmm. So if I were to tell you, if this receipt has black writing on it, then you should get a hairband. What would you say?
I would say that since I got black on it, that I got a hairband.
That's called conditionality.
Conditionality.
Mm-hmm. Now, let's say the same thing is true. I said same sentence. If this has black writing on it, then you get a hairband. But instead of you can only look at this side of it. No, should you get the hairband?
No.
Okay, so I said if it has black writing, you should get the hairband. You said it doesn't have black writing, therefore you shouldn't get the hairband, right? That's because that's what conditionality lets you do, right? If I go, if you wanted to make sure that I did that backwards. I did that backwards. Look, you can't do what I just did. That's a fallacy. What I can say is, look, you don't know whether this has black writing on it or red, okay? Let's pretend you don't know if it has any writing at all. And I say, if this has black writing on it, if this had black writing on it, then I will give you, or have given you, if this has black writing on it, then I have given you a hairband. Now what do you say?
I don't know if it has black on it.
Well, if it does, then what?
Then I would get a hairband.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a hairband?
Yeah, I have it.
Am I giving you a hairband? No. All right, so you know that if this has black writing on it, then I give you a hairband. But I didn't give you a hairband, so what can we conclude?
The receipt.
What about it?
To see if there's black on it.
Right, but if you know you didn't get the hairband, and you know that if the receipt had black writing, then you would get the hairband, but you didn't get the hairband, what can you conclude about the receipt?
That there's no black on it.
That's right. That's correct. That is the way it's supposed to be, not the way I told you the first time. That's called Modus Tollens. It's a logic thing, but the point is, it's like conditionality again, right? Except it's the other way around. So that's good. Those are the sort of things you have to understand if you wanted to do debate, and they're kind of complicated sometimes, but you're very bright. So I don't doubt that you could learn that stuff quickly if you wanted to. But you're still too young for it right now. I'm excited, hopefully in a couple of years, your dad will let me work with you remotely. I coach a lot of kids remotely, where it's session with a couple of kids or one-on-one or whatever, where we talk about a case, we talk about a resolution. It's a thing you're arguing about, like, could be about public policy, government stuff like that.
You guys talking about public policy?
No, I was talking to her about.
I think that's awesome.
I was talking to her about debate, actually. I was saying how I was hoping that her dad would let me work with her remotely when she gets to be about 4th, 5th grade. I was just talking to her about conditionality and seeing where she was. Because she's little. She's little.
Conditionality?
I mean, she's far ahead of the curve. I've tested lots of kids. I don't usually test them this little, but.
What is conditionality?
Well, if you ask a 3rd grader normally, if I say, if it doesn't matter how slow you walk them through it, if you ask a 3rd grader normally, if this thing has black writing, then you'll get a hairband. You didn't get a hairband. What can you conclude? Now I had to walk her through it. Obviously, she's not going to instinctively get it. But once I walked her through it, and then I can see that okay, the architecture. I'm very comfortable with the architecture of it, even if I can't necessarily articulate it abstractly yet. But that normally something 3rd graders can't do. Normally something that somewhere around January of 4th grade year, they start to be able to do it.
1st grade.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So I mean, it's what I call the it's like the elementary school menopause. Yes, I've never called that before, but it's like the switch. It's the change, It's like when they're suddenly able to do debate, whether they're not. She's still like they're still like rough concepts, but she'd probably be able to do it as a 3rd grader.
Is that a TI function?
Yeah, that's TI. That's TI and NE. Because if I'm asking, well, it's TI. That's pure TI. But if I'm asking you to draw the deductions, I guess it's still TI. Yeah, because that's what TI bases all of its ways on. It says the reason you are wrong is because you produce contradictions in the system that we both agree about. And then that's why we get so frustrated when people don't listen to us. Our basic message is the reason you're wrong is your position produces contradictions in the system we both agree upon. Assuming we can come to an agreement on a framework for somebody, which usually if we work around hard enough, we can.
You love logic.
I mean, it's what makes me so furious when they don't play fair.
Yeah.
Because it's just not fair. Anyway, Jordyn, it was very nice chatting with you. Thank you for being on Talking with Famous People. You are the 2nd person under 10 years old that I've ever interviewed. So there's never been a one-on-one famous person interview. So congratulations for that. And you're the only person under 10 years old that I've ever traveled out of state to interview. That's true. I was traveling out of state explicitly to interview you, but I've never traveled out of state for the purpose of interviewing. Before, as a prerequisite to interviewing. I'm sorry, go on.
Besides, have you ever been to our house?
I never had. I was so excited when I saw a sign that said Pratt. I said, that's just like the town that guy from the internet lives. And who was I talking about? Your father. He was the guy from the internet. But from you guys' perspective, I'm the guy from the internet, right? From my perspective, he's the guy from the internet. You're the girl from the internet. So it was really cool coming out here and seeing you guys. I'm glad I got delayed by my own screwing around long enough to see you before I left. Because I will see you again, I'm sure, remotely soon enough on the internet.
Are you seriously going to make this into a video that kids can see?
Unless your dad tells me not to. You can discuss it with him and he'll let me know. I won't put anything up until...
It's not gonna be like on Nickelodeon.
I know. But I want it to be on a place where everybody can see it.
We'll see.
Don't aim low. Of course it could be on Nickelodeon someday. Who knows?
It could be someday.
Probably not, but never know. Thanks for watching Dr. Famous People.
You're not having any fame until you're an adult.
Fair enough. Good rule, Dad. Good rule.
Not doing Britney Spears thing.